Welcome back to Health Stream. Are you ready to unlock some serious brain power?
I know I am.
I am too. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of food and brain health.
That's right.
It's all about how what you eat can impact everything from mental sharpness and mood swings
Oh, yeah.
to even long-term brain health.
Absolutely.
If you want to feel sharper, think clearer, and maybe even become a little less hangry,
Ah, yes.
this is the deep dive for you.
Yeah, sure is.
And hey, while you're here,
Yes?
why not hit that subscribe button? We've got a whole library of deep dives waiting to transform your health and wellness knowledge.
We do.
Now, let's get started.
What's so fascinating is that we often overlook the connection between what we put into our bodies
Right?
and how our brains function.
Mhm.
You know that feeling when your brain feels like it's stuffed with cotton?
Oh, yeah.
That brain fog might actually be linked to what you had for breakfast.
Okay, seriously. So you're saying that reaching for that sugary cereal might actually be setting me up for a day of mental sluggishness?
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely experienced my fair share of brain fog,
I hear you.
especially after a big sugary breakfast.
Exactly. Think about it this way. When you eat sugary foods,
Good.
your blood sugar levels spike.
Okay.
Your body then releases insulin to bring those levels back down,
Mm-hmm.
but often it overcompensates, leading to a rapid drop in blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
This roller coaster of glucose, spikes and dips, can disrupt the delicate balance of neurotransmitters in your brain,
Mm-hmm.
leading to that fuzzy, unfocused feeling we call brain fog.
So those morning sugar crashes aren't just about feeling a little tired.
Nope.
There's actually a chemical process happening in my brain.
That's right.
It's affecting my ability to think clearly.
Precisely. And the impact of these glucose fluctuations goes beyond just feeling foggy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it can also affect your mood, your relationships, and even your overall well-being. Ever notice how you get irritable or even angry when you're hungry?
Oh, all the time.
That's not just a lack of willpower.
Okay.
It's your brain literally crying out for fuel.
Oh, believe me, I know hangry,
Yeah.
but why does that happen?
Well, remember how we talked about glucose being the brain's primary fuel source?
Mm-hmm.
When your blood sugar drops too low, your brain doesn't get the energy it needs to function optimally.
Right.
This can lead to a cascade of hormonal changes that affect your mood and behavior.
So basically, when my blood sugar's on a roller coaster, I'm more likely to snap at my loved ones.
That's a simplified way of putting it, but essentially yes.
Wow.
Research has shown a strong correlation between unstable glucose levels and increased irritability, aggression, and even impulsive behavior.
Wow, that's eye-opening. Yeah. So keeping my glucose levels steady could be the key to a happier me and happier relationships.
I think so.
That's a win-win I can definitely get behind. Yeah. But this connection between food and our brains goes even deeper, right? I mean, can what we eat really impact serious mental health conditions, like anxiety and depression?
It's a complex issue, of course, but emerging research suggests a strong link between those glucose spikes and dips we've been talking about
Right.
and mental health.
Uh-huh.
Remember how we talked about the brain needing a steady supply of glucose to function properly?
Yeah.
Well, those fluctuations can actually lead to inflammation throughout the body,
Oh, wow.
including the brain.
So it's not just in my head.
Yeah.
There's an actual physiological reason why I might feel more anxious or down after a sugary snack?
Exactly.
Wow.
When your brain is inflamed, it can affect the production and regulation of key neurotransmitters that are involved in mood regulation, such as serotonin and dopamine.
So stabilizing my glucose levels could be part of a holistic approach to supporting my mental well-being.
It could.
That's really empowering to know.
Yeah.
But what about long-term brain health? Is there anything we can do to protect ourselves from conditions like Alzheimer's as we age?
That's a crucial question, and you might be surprised to learn that some scientists are now referring to Alzheimer's disease as type 3 diabetes.
Type 3 diabetes. That sounds serious. What does that even mean?
It's a powerful way to frame the issue because it highlights the emerging understanding of the role of insulin resistance in the brain.
Okay.
You see, in type 2 diabetes, the body's cells become resistant to insulin, the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar. This leads to a buildup of glucose in the bloodstream.
Right.
Well, researchers are observing similar patterns of insulin resistance and glucose buildup in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease.
Wait, so are you saying that our brains can develop a form of diabetes
Yes.
and that this could contribute to Alzheimer's?
That's what the research is suggesting.
Ah, wow.
It's a complex area, but it seems that this insulin resistance in the brain can lead to inflammation and damage to brain cells,
Oh, no.
contributing to the cognitive decline we see in Alzheimer's.
Wow, that's pretty heady stuff.
It is.
But the good news is,
Yeah,
it sounds like we can take steps to protect our brains by managing our glucose levels now.
absolutely.
So give me the goods.
Okay.
What are some of those easy hacks that can help us keep our brains sharp, moods balanced, and even protect against long-term cognitive decline?
Absolutely. There are many things we can do. They're not as difficult as you might think. Remember how we talked about sugary breakfast sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride?
Yeah.
Well, one of the simplest and most effective things you can do is swap out that sugary cereal for a savory breakfast.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What does a brain-boosting savory breakfast look like?
Instead of reaching for that box of sugary cereal or pastries, start your day with a meal that focuses on protein and healthy fats. Think eggs, avocado toast, a smoothie with protein powder, and some greens or even leftovers from last night's dinner.
Oh, yeah.
These options will provide a sustained release of energy, keeping your blood sugar levels stable and preventing those energy crashes that can lead to brain fog and mood swings.
So ditch the sugar rush and fuel up with a breakfast that will keep my brain happy all morning long. I like it. What else can we do to avoid those energy-zapping glucose spikes throughout the day?
Another simple but powerful strategy is to load up on veggies at the beginning of your meal.
Veggies first. How does that help?
Think of it as giving your body a head start.
Okay.
Those fiber-rich vegetables act like a buffer,
Uh-huh.
slowing down the absorption of sugars from the rest of your meal.
Okay.
This prevents those dramatic glucose spikes and keeps your energy levels more stable.
So by starting with a salad, a side of steamed veggies, or even a big bowl of soup,
Yes,
I can help prevent those energy crashes that leave me feeling mentally drained.
precisely. And speaking of sugar, we can't forget about those sweet treats. I know you don't want to give up dessert entirely.
Right.
And you don't have to.
Okay, because let's be real, I'm not giving up dessert. But how can I indulge my sweet tooth without sending my glucose levels into a frenzy?
It's all about timing.
Oh, it is?
Instead of reaching for that cookie or piece of cake when your stomach is empty, have it after a meal.
Okay.
When you have some food in your stomach already, whether it's protein, fats, or fiber, it slows down the rate at which that sugar enters your bloodstream.
So no more late-night sweets binges.
Not necessarily, but try to enjoy those treats after a balanced meal.
Yeah.
This helps minimize the glucose spike, preventing those intense cravings and energy crashes.
This is making so much sense.
Good.
So dessert is still on the menu.
Yes.
Just strategically placed after a balanced meal.
Right.
I could definitely work with that. What about after we eat?
Yeah.
Are there things we can do to help our bodies process glucose more efficiently? I've heard that exercise can help.
You're absolutely right. Movement is key. Even a quick 10-minute walk, some light stretching, or just standing up instead of sitting can make a big difference in how your body handles that post-meal glucose surge.
Wait, so just getting up and moving around can actually impact my glucose levels?
You bet.
Really?
When you engage your muscles, they use up some of that extra glucose floating around in your bloodstream.
Okay.
This helps prevent those big spikes and keeps your energy levels more balanced.
So are you saying that a little dance party after dinner could actually be good for my brain?
Exactly, and it doesn't have to be strenuous.
Right.
Even light activity can make a difference.
I'm all for easy ways to boost my brain power. These hacks are simple, easy to incorporate into my daily routine, and they can make a real difference in how I think, feel, and even age.
That's the beauty of it. Small changes can have a big impact.
So what does all this mean?
Wow.
Why should we care about these glucose hacks and how they impact our brains? It seems like it goes beyond just preventing brain fog or those hangry moments.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing the powerful connection between what we eat and how we think, feel, and even age. It's about taking control of your health and well-being, both now and in the future. By understanding how food impacts our brains, we can make informed choices that support our mental clarity, emotional resilience, and even our long-term cognitive function.
It's about feeling our best, thinking our best, and setting ourselves up for a lifetime of healthy brain power.
Precisely.
I like that.
It's about recognizing that food is more than just fuel.
Yeah.
It's information that has the power to shape our brains and our lives.
This has been truly fascinating. I'm already feeling more empowered to make choices that support my brain health.
Good.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the science behind brain fog and hangover to the surprising connection between glucose and Alzheimer's disease.
It's a reminder that the choices we make every day have a profound impact on our overall health, including the health of our most vital organ of our brain.
And remember, it's never too late to start making those brain-boosting choices. Speaking of which, we have one more fascinating tidbit to share with you before we wrap up this deep dive into the world of food and brain health. Okay, I'm all ears. What's this final fascinating tidbit you mentioned before?
Well, what's fascinating is that research is now suggesting that some age-related cognitive decline might actually be reversible.
Wait, really? So even if we've already started experiencing some of those senior moments,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily a one-way street.
That's what some studies are indicating. By making significant lifestyle changes, particularly with diet, it might be possible to reverse some of that decline and improve cognitive function.
Hmm.
There's growing evidence that a brain-healthy diet, along with other lifestyle factors like exercise and stress management, can help protect our brains and even regenerate brain cells.
That's incredibly encouraging. It really highlights the power we have to influence our brain health throughout our lives.
Absolutely. It underscores the importance of making those brain-boosting choices sooner rather than later. It's never too early, and it's certainly never too late to start nourishing your brain.
So to sum it all up, what we eat really does matter. It impacts how we think, how we feel, and even how our brains age.
Yes, it does.
And the great thing is,
Yeah,
we have the power to make choices that support our brain health every single day.
exactly. It's about taking control of our health destiny one delicious bite at a time.
I love that. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of food and brain health. It's been a pleasure. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and feel inspired to nourish your amazing brain.
It's been a pleasure sharing this knowledge with you. Remember, it's never too late to start prioritizing your brain health.
Until next time, keep those brains sharp, those glucose levels steady, and keep exploring the incredible world of health and wellness. Be sure to subscribe to HealthStream for more deep dives into the science of well-being. We've got a ton of fascinating topics coming your way, so stay tuned.